doesn't matter if it's a million, 100 million, somebody's livelihood depends on that. We want to make sure that we do a good job for them because they put some trust in us.
Thank you, Mark, for joining us from ERPIZO, which is a great name. Just
Thank you.
Got to put that on the record.
Thank you very much.
So tell me all about ERPIZO and its growth, and its how Odoo came to be part of that.
Yeah, so we we are actually, what we like to say is that we are, towel and stone guys that got into software, not software guys that went after the towel and stone vertical. After deciding to leave corporate America after 25 years, I partnered with a couple of people that had some vertical market experience and expertise. I just so happened to have bought a tile and stone company, and we were fabricating stone out of Tepey, Mexico. So we were quarrying stone in Texas, sending it to Tepey, Mexico, turning it back around, and it was going on the outside of commercial high-rise Marriotts, things like that. COVID hit, and some things stalled, and we decided to, just through serendipity, meeting some other individuals that have been in the flooring and tile distribution market. They had said, hey, there's a need here for an ERP that's a comprehensive platform to address a lot of the issues that are missing. One of those being units of measure, one of those being foreign currency, some of the lot management piece that didn't exist, or was at least at best difficult and at worst impossible to achieve through some of the other platforms. Mm-hmm. We went through an evaluation period of talking to various other ERP platforms, and we actually became partners with 2 other ERP platforms before we settled on Odoo. And it very quickly became our sole platform that we distribute and customize for we've expanded into construction materials. Mm-hmm. So in addition to flooring and tile, things like, aggregate rock, fencing, roofing, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw on your website, you have the beautiful kitchen and bathroom visualizer, so you can see what's possible, so
yes,
my imagination was running wild when I saw that. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's one of those things when you if you've ever gone and tried to buy a car online or build your own automobile, it's kind of the same rabbit hole that you go down. In our visualizer tool, you can actually pick your room, whether it's a kitchen and outdoor living space, and you can supplement graphically whatever substrate or tile that you want to put in place, including cabinets. You can change paint. You can even change the appliances in the kitchen to see what it's going to look like. And actually, our customers can then use that tool as a marketing tool that they can send to their customers, or even put on a kiosk that a customer can stand there and design their kitchen and order the equipment and pay for it all at one kiosk.
That's amazing. You really do have a very good niche then. And you're filling a need. That's an amazing sales tool for any company in that industry.
Well, thank you. We're just hopefully making it, a little bit easier for some of the customers that we have to eliminate, 18 different platforms and have one ecosystem that they can operate in, from, creation of content, creation of engagement with customers, all the way to fulfillment, reordering, and then managing their business from a financial standpoint.
Mm-hmm. Are most of your customers small, medium, or large businesses? Is it a big variety, or?
So the answer to that question is we're up to companies that are doing $60 million in revenue,
mm-hmm. Wow.
Which is for us. The CEOs that I talk to and I partner with, I'm like, it's going to take some faith on your part. We were new, but even the $5 million companies that we do their platform, or we've deployed their platform for them, it's regardless of the amount of money that they are at a top line, it's 100% of what they do, and regardless of how much that is, it's 100% of their living, and we try to treat it as if as such. It doesn't matter if it's a million, 100 million, somebody's livelihood depends on that, and we want to make sure that we treat it with the care and take care of it, and do a good job for them because they put some trust into us.
Excellent. That's a good answer.
Thank you.
It's the right answer, but it's also a good answer. Is it safe to say that maybe either that the inventory app was maybe the biggest motivation to choose Odoo, since they do the whole units of measurements and currency exchange and all kinds, and lot lot handling and batches and all
Sure.
kinds of
Yeah.
stuff.
It was definitely the first hurdle that we had to jump in order to make a decision on what platform we were going to use. But once we looked at the inventory piece and it checked all the boxes, let's be honest, that's not the fun part of the application,
Well,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And for me, my discipline, my background is certainly not in accounting or bookkeeping. I leave that to the smarter people in the room on our team to handle that. I wanted to go look at some of the fun things that the platform provides from a marketing standpoint, from a customer acquisition standpoint, just the variety of modules that a client can take and customize to their benefit and reduce the usage of other SaaS platforms is obviously a huge selling point. It's something that we provide as a value proposition to our clients. Our customer in Chicago, Elm Services, which is a very high-end boutique provider to large commercial general contractors, we were able to take the platforms that they were on and reduce their platforms from 10 down to 2.
Excellent. Yeah.
And when we can do that and we eliminate all of the challenges that are created by the interdependency on multiple different platforms, we think our value is exponential and it can't be measured in what they're paying us on a monthly basis.
Sounds right. Yep. So speaking of all these challenges, do you have any memorable, very challenging or unique implementations with specific hurdles that you had to overcome or creatively solve?
Yeah, for sure. Some of the accounting demands that are associated with that specific business and the analytical accounting, um, it, it 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 created some challenges only in as much as that we allowed the customer to decide that they wanted to make some changes. Now,
Okay.
if if we had it to do all over again, we may have changed, followed the Odoo principle of, change the process, not the platform. But we were in for a penny and in for a pound, and at that point, it became a challenge to my team to rise to the level of taking an account that had over 1,300 chart of accounts,
Oh,
and
wow.
we probably meshed the solution with changing the process and the platform. They now have under 60 chart of accounts, but that was through a long education, motivation, and managing the process of changing the ERP along with the platform.
Hmm.
That was our biggest challenge.
Okay.
I don't know that we would undertake or agree to a scope of work that included 1,300 accounts and somebody wanting to keep 1,300 accounts.
Yeah.
I'm all for granularity, but there is a point in which it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. At a certain point, too much is just too much. Yeah.
Right. It's like, tell me the last time that you've run the reports on 1,300 chart of accounts and tell me the analytical process that you took and what process did you change in your business based on that? And they're like,
Mhm.
okay, I don't know. And I'm like, then I'll do it, but we're going to add about 500 more hours to this scope. And it's amazing that maybe it's not as important as they thought it was.
Right. Just need some pragmatic numbers, to
For
make
sure.
some good decisions.
For sure.
So what about the learning curve for Odoo, both for you and within your business and with your customers?
So I think for me is one thing, for the rest of the team is a complete other. We have been very, very fortunate in that the people that just through serendipity or because maybe my wife's a good person and she's looking out for me, but our ability to learn the product and adapt it to our industry, I would say was uh, pretty breakneck speed.
Excellent.
We
Good.
went from two guys that had this vision that what we wanted to do to now we have 14 developers, we have a couple of project managers, and we're growing. We're now a silver partner. We just became a silver partner, and
Congratulations.
thank you. And I think we achieved silver in 6 months.
Wow.
Which was but for us, it was our goal, but we're proud to be part of, I think, 11 silver partners in the U.S. domestically, and I think there's 5 gold partners. So
You'll get there soon, I'm sure. With
we hope so. If we don't, we failed at least at meeting our short term goals, and but we hope to continue to grow our partnership with Odoo. In the beginning, we were probably more high maintenance than what Odoo expected, but I told them if they would just bear with me, that we would get there. And we are getting there, but we've got a long way to go too.
Gotcha. So what was it about the partner program that helped fuel your growth?
I think that from the partner program perspective, the platform and the ease of entry to be able to get in and get our team up to speed with regards to the platform, we had some great support. April, KJ, now Edward, and Wilfred were extremely helpful in guiding us through the process to make sure that we understood all of the gotchas, so to speak, along the way. Now, some of them we probably listened to or should have listened to more, and some of them we had to touch the stove on our own to make sure it was hot. But we keep progressing. I would say that we're in our next evolution of growing to the next level, and hopefully, we'll continue to do that with Odoo's support that they provided us today.
Are you familiar with Odoo's documentation, all our tutorials, and all those things that we offer to try to help train and answer questions and bring people up to speed? And is that helpful for you and your staff?
Yeah, actually, if you even go to our platform, to our ERPIZO platform and our website, you can see in there that the learning modules that Odoo provides, we actually cooperate with Odoo in providing that same material to our customers. We use it to obviously the public-facing education to be able to supplement the hands-on or one-on-one training that we provide. So we use that externally and internally. Our recent new hire came from a competitive ERP, and we've been utilizing those educational resources to be able to supplement his hands-on training, and it's been beneficial.
That's a real testament if both internally and externally are using the same thing. So that's
Sure.
very nice to hear from the marketing department as one of the writers who writes that stuff. It always warms my heart when I hear that people are reading those documents and learning a lot.
Tell you this, he came up to us, he goes, "Who's this Jose Ignacio guy?" And I'm like, "You're just going to get to know this guy. You're going to feel like he's part of the family by the time you're done." But
Right?
yeah.
Did you get to say hi today?
No, we didn't.
Oh, he's walking around in his nice suit. So keep a lookout.
I think Ferris was wanting his autograph, but I told him, I said, "You're going to have to fanboy somewhere else." So anyway.
So it was really great talking to you today all about Odoo. It's great to hear all your insights and wonderful stories. And yeah, I hope I get to talk to you again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of Odoo Community Days.
Absolutely. Stop by our booth. We'd love to have you. You guys are wonderful. It's always good to talk to the marketing people.